One of our favorite things to eat in the morning for breakfast is sourdough discard biscuits. And we're gonna show you exactly how to make them, right? Right. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You are watching Toops Time. I'm Jessie and that's right, and we're gonna show you how to make sourdough biscuits.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that fun intro that me and my little boy did one day when we were baking these together. However, I did film it separately just to show you how quickly you can make these delicious sourdough discard biscuits. Now go ahead and preheat your oven to 425 degrees, and then you're gonna wanna take 1 cup of all-purpose unbleached flour and put that into your mixing bowl. I use the King Arthur baking brand. And yes, I did throw in a few extra clips of me and my little boy here and there for you to enjoy. Next up, grab some baking powder. The recipe calls for 2 teaspoons. Add it into your mix. Next, you'll want to grab some salt. The recipe calls for 3/4 teaspoon.
It's good. Yeah, it's good, but you're not supposed to eat it.
Next up, you're going to want to get some butter out of the refrigerator. This butter needs to be very cold. The recipe calls for 8 tablespoons of butter. I like to chop it in little cubes like you see here that make it easier to crumble into my mixture since it is so cold. The colder the butter is, the flakier your biscuits are going to be. You just throw it all into the mix. Throw it in there for me. I need all of it in there, okay?
We're making biscuits, Daddy.
All right, once you've thrown all the butter in there, you're gonna wanna just take your hands and crumble it into the flour. You'll do this for a little while. It really doesn't take much time, just a couple minutes.
Yeah, play with it and eat it.
All right, so now you're gonna wanna add your discard. The recipe calls for 1 cup of sourdough discard. Sometimes I will add a little bit more if that's what I have on hand, and it usually just makes them a little bit more flaky of a biscuit. I like to first mix it up with a spoon just because it is so sticky, but once that flour is added in, you can usually just use your hands and it works much better. You're going to want to just keep using your hands to form a dough ball, and once it is a very dough-like consistency, then you are ready to spread it out and cut the biscuits. Don't be afraid to have your kids help out. They can have a lot of fun, as you can see here. Now you're just going to want to take a little handful of flour and spread it out on your surface that you're going to cut the biscuits on. Now you're just going to take your dough ball and spread it evenly about 1 inch thick into a circle. You can just do this with your hands, as you can see here. And if you have a biscuit cutter, that's what you're going to want to use for this next step. I'm not fancy like that, and all I had was a cup on hand, but it worked out. I can usually cut about 4 biscuits from that initial flattened out circle that I make with the dough. I like to put a piece of parchment paper down on my baking sheet and then put the biscuits on top of them just to ensure that they don't stick to the surface. This is not necessary, just something I like to do. As you can see here, I had helping hands. Then I like to take what's left of your dough ball and reform it and try to cut a couple more biscuits. I usually end up getting about 6 or 7 biscuits from this recipe. Once you have all your biscuits cut and on the parchment paper, you can then put them in the oven to bake. They usually will bake for about 18 to 22 minutes. Just watch them and take them out when they have turned a golden brown color. In the meantime, while they are baking, you can be sure to clean up your mess and lots of little messy hands if your kids are helping you. I truly do enjoy spending time with my littles in the kitchen. When they are finished baking, just remove them from the oven and serve them warm. We love to serve ours with honey and butter. They're absolutely delicious, and we could eat them at any time of the day, not just breakfast time. I hope you enjoyed spending a little time with me in our kitchen today, and I hope your family enjoys these biscuits just as much as ours does. If you like this video, then please subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one.
Say thanks for joining us to make biscuits. Thank you for watching. God bless.